Hello everyone, welcome back to True Oracle Tarot. Please like, subscribe, and share this video if you feel connected to this reading or know anyone who may need to hear this message. Also for the algo to push it out to reach others who may need to hear this reading. Thank you. Today this reading is for Sagittarius, November 2025. I'm doing your reading in 3 parts. Sagittarius, the first part will be your general outlook, the second would be your money, and the third will be love. So I'm just gonna shuffle the cards. Okay, your first card is the 8 of Swords. The second is the 3 of Swords. Six of Pentacles. The 6 of Swords. Seven of Pentacles. Wow, the Sun, Sagittarius, is the happiest card in the deck. And the 10 of Cups. So here we are at the 8 of Swords. Remember, this represents a journey. It doesn't represent your whole life. It's the 8 of Swords suggests that you might be limiting yourself. It's saying you're limiting yourself. It's self-imposed limitations, Sagittarius. You might have a sense of restriction. You feel confined for some reason. Confined. You feel like you're trapped in a situation. It seems like you are trapped in your own head, filled with negative thoughts. Or like what ifs, like you're kind of stuck in the past. You find yourself, as you go about your daily routine, you find yourself thinking about things that already happened. Think about, but what if I had did this, or what if I did that, or I should have done that, I should have done that. You know what, you're living today, and that has already happened. You could say what if, or I should have, but you can't go back to the past to change it. So make the best of your future. Make the future, make your present actually. Make the change, your changes now, today, presently, so it has a positive effect on tomorrow. Okay? Try to break free. You know, the 8 of Swords is telling you to break free. As you can see, is all the swords surrounding the person in the card, and you know, it's like a prison. Break free. The 8 of Swords is telling you to break free from it. You know, from your mental constraints, and see the world in a broad perspective, and know that when you, and ask for help if you need to. You know, asking or seeking help doesn't make you weak. It makes you strong. And also, if you don't change this, you're going to enter into the Three of Swords. Okay? The Three of Swords is associated with heartache, sorrow, and emotional pain. You might be in a situation where you feel betrayed or heartbroken, or experiencing some type of deep inner turmoil. But it's telling you that, you know, you're despite all, you're handling it well. But you need some healing. Okay? You need some healing and time to recover. You know, healing and recovery is possible, but you have to take the time to do it. You try to start meditating if you can. You know, alarm your, if you have a full work day, you can alarm your clock, your telephone, or your watch, whatever it is, you know, 3 times, to take 5 minutes and just think about the good things in life. You know, think about all the things that you have. Think about the things you have now, presently, that, you know, you're grateful for. And, you know, the Three of Swords is also saying that you will learn from your experiences. Okay? Whether you seek help or is stubborn and to face your Three of Swords, you'll arrive at your Six of Pentacles. But as soon as you arrive at your Six of Pentacles, it depends on you. You know, it depends on how long you get stuck in your head. And the Six of Pentacles represents balance and generosity, and the exchange of resources. You know, you'll be in a position that you will be able to give. Or, you know, it's also receiving help. So you have to be open to receive help if, you know, if you need it. And also it calls for you to be fair in whatever decisions that you need to make. If you're in a position of power, a management position, or a position where other people have to look up to you, or, you know, be fair. Be fair and with your interactions. Okay? Fair and equal. It's a reminder to be charitable also, and share your abundance with others. Give back, you know, especially when the higher power have blessed you with abundance. Give back a little bit. It doesn't necessarily have to be monetary. It can be food, it can be time, it can be a smile. You know, it can be a little conversation, you know? And the next is the Seven of Swords. And the Seven of Swords is telling you, on this journey, this month in November 2025, be cautious, okay? It also describes deceit. Someone could be trying to deceive you. If you're in a business deal, something that has to do with money, be careful not to be deceived. You know, read the fine print is what it's saying. Be vigilant, and consider all angles before making any decision. All right? I mean, this can also be in love, okay? Just be cautious. Be careful with investments, you know, possible betrayal by a friend or someone close to you, you know, your frenemies, people at work. Be careful. Don't gossip at work either, okay? You don't want that getting back to whom you're gossiping about, or for management to know that you're gossiping. It's just not a good look for you. And also, got a message to tell you, be careful if you're job hunting, be careful with jobs online, okay? Especially in those big job sites that you may go, there's a lot of fake jobs there. A lot of people, you know, are trying to capture people's information, their vital information, like, you know, name, address, phone numbers, social security, so on. Just be very cautious. Research the companies. If you even have to reach out to the company and just to double check the person actually works for the company, you know, do that. And I know a lot of people are desperate right now, looking for work or looking to change work, and would not, a red flag may go up in their heads, but they're like, oh man, but but not pay attention to it. Pay attention to it. And you know, you'll arrive at the sun. The sun is the happiest card in the deck. You know, it's a beautiful card. The sun is positivity and success. You know, a lot of positive energy. You'll have a period of happiness and achievement and renewed energy. You're entering a time, Sagittarius, of optimism and fulfillment. Your efforts will be recognized and celebrated. Okay? And look at this. Wow, you can't make this stuff up. You arrive at the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups is associated with emotional fulfillment, harmony, and deep bonds in love and friendship. It often indicates a time of contentment, right? So whatever you're going through, you're gonna feel happy. You're gonna feel satisfied. All right, a lot of satisfaction here with yourself and your surroundings. It's also a sign that your emotional needs have been met. So if you're in a relationship, you know, you're happy. You're content. Your relationship will bring a lot of satisfaction and happiness to you. You're on a journey on a journey from emotional pain and restriction to healing, is what these cards are saying. Growth, a lot of growth and fulfillment for the month of November. You're on a path where you will overcome your self-imposed limitations. Six of Swords, the Three of Swords, right? Get out of your head. You know, don't let your subconscious overpower you, okay? It doesn't rule you, you rule it. It belongs to you. You do not belong to it, okay? Just proceed with caution and be strategic in your business affairs or affairs that have to deal with money or anything that requires you signing a contract. Just be very careful. Ask questions, even ask if you think it's dumb, still ask anyway. And read the fine print, okay? Read the fine print and ask what if. And if they tell you, oh, well, that's not what it means, then you know what? That's a red flag. Then you should seek counsel and have somebody read the contract again to you and make sure, or tell them to add it in the contract, what they're telling you that it is not, right? You have to protect yourself, and yes, they can do that. This is not financial advice, by the way. You know, this reading is just a reminder that even in, you know, rough times or times of difficulty, there's always potential for growth and happiness, okay? This is your general reading, Sagittarius, for November. So we're going to move on to to money, to your money reading. So let me just shuffle these cards really well. for you. I usually pre-shuffle and, you know, try to mix them up really good just to make sure. And I pull them with my gloves on, but just not to get my energy on them or others, you know, because this is a collective reading. So I just want to make sure that it's for the collective. Okay, so we are at the Five of Cups. The Page of Wands. Oh, shucks. The Knight of Wands. Hold on one second. All these cards just went all over the place. The Eight of Pentacles. It's a nice card. The Star. The Strength card. And your last card is the Chariot. So, the Five of Cups is telling you to be careful of loss, financial loss, okay? Financial loss or disappointment in an investment. It can also be loss of employment. A possible financial setback or a missed opportunity. So focus on, it's telling you to focus on what you have, not what you don't have, okay? And not to dwell on those missed opportunities or financial loss if you do have any. You'll just grow from it. You'll grow from it, and it'll force you to innovate also. Okay? You'll enter into your Page of Wands. Page of Wands energy. Okay? So the Page of Wands is new beginnings. So whatever happens here, you'll enter into something new. New enthusiasm to take on a new project. It represents creativity, new money coming from somewhere else. It may that you may have lost a little, but there's a new financial opportunity or a new opportunity to make money. It could be a new job promotion, inheritance, that sort of thing. It might also suggest, yeah, you're gonna be exploring new financial ventures. You're gonna innovate somehow, and taking on a new approach, fresh. You're gonna look at your finances with a fresh approach. And you enter into the King of Wands. This is an action card. The King of Wands is an action card. You see, he's on his horse, right? Suggest action, take action, put energy into some swift movement and bold decisions you'll be making. Take some time though, okay, to be decisive. Make decisive decisions. Be very cautious again on where you're going, where you're right, making those swift actions too. Make calculated risk. Again, read the fine print, and you have a potential to reap a lot of rewards. Okay, if you're smart in your approach, which you will be, and then you'll enter into your Eight of Pentacles energy. You know, this because of your hard work and dedication and mastering your craft, whatever it is, you know, focus, and you'll be focusing on developing your skills, whether it's in your investment skills. You might be skilling up if you lost your employment. to obtain new appointment or taking your career in a different direction. I've been seeing this card a lot. I've been seeing a lot of skilling up and people taking their careers in different directions. All right, it looks like you're going to be putting some efforts into new financial projects also. Might be a side hustle to you know, to achieve your long-term success, whatever it might be. You know, and you're going to take on the Eight of Pentacles with the Star card, which represents hope and happiness. So wherever you take whichever direction that you decide to go, you're going to end up feeling hopeful, you know, and inspired. You know, you're going to enter a time of optimism and renewal, right? And especially in your financial situation. It might also suggest have faith in yourself. You know, sometimes when things are bad, we just want to harp on it, but have faith in your abilities to come back from your setback. And you have it in you, Sagittarius. You know that. You know you can bounce back from anything. And you have in the past. So don't give up now. Okay? Don't give up. Have hope. You have it. Thrive. Let it be the fuel, whatever it is. Let it be the fuel that sets fire to you so you can move on and accomplish all that you can and live and be your best self, you know? That's where the Strength card comes in, right? Despite all, you're still strong. And even if all these things is what will make you stronger. You know, this card talks about inner strength, your inner strength. Inner strength, courage, and resilience despite all. You have the power to overcome your financial challenges. You're going to innovate. You're going to find a way. You're going to find a way around it or even through it. You'll come out from it. Your inner strength will guide you, you know, through whatever difficult times that you may face or is facing. And look at this, because of the Strength card, look what you're gonna end up, right? The Chariot. Can't make this up, Sagittarius. This symbolizes willpower. It symbolizes your willpower and determination. Despite all, you have willpower and determination. The Chariot represents your control. You control your life. You control your financial destiny. It encourages you to set clear goals and pursue them with focus and discipline. That's you, Sagittarius. It's who you are. Okay, Saggy, we're moving on to your love reading now, okay? You can do it. You can make things happen, Sagittarius. Okay. So reading for Sagittarius. Page of Wands. Let's pull out too. The Five of Swords. The Hangman. The Nine of Swords. The Six of Pentacles, the King of Cups, and the Strength card. All right. Well, the Page of Wands. I don't know where you are in your love life, but you have a possible new beginning here. A renewal or of passion, either in your current position, your current love life, or something new is coming. If you just went through a breakup or is going through a breakup, just remember to, if you're going through a breakup, work on the breakup. You don't want to drag others into your, your mess. It's not fair to them, okay? If it's a new relationship, expect them to bring a lot of energy and excitement to your relationship. It's a breath of fresh air for you, Sagittarius, into your life. I think you've been longing for that for a while now. Or it's a renewed sense of adventure and fiery passion. A lot of teasing going on in your current relationship. Whatever you're going through, if you are in a relationship, you can get over it. It seems like it might be miscommunication here, and I think once you guys are on the same page, things will move forward very well. However, with the Five of Swords, you could face some conflict and tension. You might have some disagreements and power struggles, within the relationship. There could be a sense of competition, honestly. Or it looks like you have some kind of conflict with who's the alpha. You feel the need to assert your individuality, which might be causing, or the other person might have the need to assert their individuality, which is causing some friction. I see communication issues and a struggle of dominance here, Sagittarius. If you don't address these issues, you'll arrive at your hangman. Okay? Which is saying address your issues with your partner. Basically it's the crossroads. It's the crossroads card. You feel stuck or uncertain about the direction of the relationship. It's also a call to pause and reflect. To gain new perspective. The Nine of Swords here is showing the anxiety that you have about the situation. Right? Anxiety and worry. It also indicates you're having some sleepless nights, so it's really bothering you. It's really in disrupting your sleep. With your consistent worry, and you're having issues at work. It's consuming your life. You have to stop it. You need to take some time. If you got to take a couple of days off, just to reflect and sort things out, write things down, what you need to say, how you need to proceed, what you need to do to try to fix what's happening. It's a lot of fears and insecurity. It's weighing on you heavily. Open up and communicate, discuss what's going on with your partner. You have no choice at this point. And you'll arrive at your Six of Pentacles. You know, it just shows you and your partner are actually, it's going to work together if you open up here. You know, you're going to really try to work together in harmony. You know, in equality. You'll share the role. There's no alphas, just you and me. And we're 50-50 here. We're in this thing together. There's no I in team, right? It looks like you'll you know, you're going to be receiving some support, or at least, you know, or giving your partner some support. And if you're the one that needs the support, obviously your partner will give it to you. You know, both of you are going to be working towards stability. You know, look at the Ten of Cups. Look at this poor fellow. He looks sad. But he looks sad, but as you can see, he's skilled. He's well skilled. He's balancing the cup, right? And he's holding the cups on his head, and he's holding in his hand. That's because he's demonstrating control, emotional maturity, okay, and control. You and your partner are gonna handle things well. You know, you're working together. You know, you're remaining composed. You know, you've grown emotionally also, right? Yeah, you're giving. You know, you and your partner are developing and growing together. You're developing a deep, nurturing understanding of each other in a relationship. When we're in a relationship, we're not in it by ourselves. We're in it with other people. They come from different backgrounds. They have different attitudes. They have different ways of thinking. They like different things. So we have to, in order to, for it to mature and develop, we have to understand what these things are and what fuels these things and what they stem from. Okay? And here, lastly, you have the Strength card. Okay? The Strength card represents your inner strength and your resilience in this relationship. Right? You and your partner, or you or your partner, or both of you, depending on how this goes for you, how it manifests in your life, have the determination to face the challenges and maintain the challenges of your relationship and maintain a strong bond despite it, right? It's also telling you, draw from your inner strength, right? Draw from your inner strength to navigate any difficulties or challenges in your relationship. You're experiencing a mix of new beginnings in this reading, okay? A lot of struggling and introspection, but you'll get over it. You know, you'll have some new challenges to overcome. There are new opportunities for you and your partner, though. New opportunities to grow together, to strengthen your bond as a couple. You know, to build something unbreakable. And also to work on your communication. Communication becomes stronger. And that will be your superpower in your relationship. It's your communication, your understanding of each other's weird, you know, quirks, I guess is what they call it, quirks. You know, and and you'll learn to appreciate it. You know, I see balance here for you, Sagittarius. You know, the King of Cups also indicates emotional strength and maturity to handle issues, right? You have the strength for it. To build a strong, balanced relationship, Sagittarius. Believe in yourself, believe in it. Believe in it together, you and your partner. Good luck, Sagittarius. Thank you. Thank you for stopping by, everyone. If this reading resonates with you, please subscribe and comment, or send it to someone who can benefit from it. Thank you so much.